The first counter-argument is in Romans 9, 7 and 8. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God. Hello, somebody! But the children of the promise are counted for the seed. Ishmael and Isaac represent physical and spiritual Israel. Paul repeats this delineation between physical Israel and spiritual Israel here. Children of the flesh, that's physical Israel. Children of the promise, that's spiritual Israel. Now, Ishmael was born first. And here's the thing. Ishmael can claim descendancy from Abraham. Hello, somebody. Galatians 4 shows that it is faith that secures God's promises, however. See, God chose to bestow covenant promises through Isaac, the second-born. Genesis 21:12, in Isaac shall thy seed be called. See, just like Ishmael was born first, physical Israel was born first. And just like Isaac was born second and was the child of promise, spiritual Israel are the children of the messianic promise. And I want to make sure that you understand and get this. Paul was a Jew. Peter was a Jew. John was a Jew. Jesus was a Jew. Israel was not cast off entirely, but there is a remnant of Israel who also accept Messiah, and they are also part of spiritual Israel. Spiritual Israel is Jew and Gentile. And why would anybody have a problem with this? Because if you go back to Leviticus, there was a provision for the Gentile stranger. Oh, somebody. Ruth. Ruth was a Moabite people. And there are others as well. Calvinists see this as referring to individual adoption through individual election. But Romans 9, 7, and 8 is actually a response to the argument of the unbelieving Jew. And further evidence we see in Romans 9, 9. This is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. God said in Genesis 18:10 that he would work through Sarah, not Hagar. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. This entire passage here in Romans is an argument against ethnic Israel who argue that they are the children of the promise because of their race. It's not because of their race or because they're firstborn. Well, wait a minute. We came first. Doesn't matter. And Paul's going to show as we move on. There's another argument coming right up where he makes the same argument. Listen, here's the thing. Salvation is not by heritage. John 1, 12 through 13. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood. Hello, somebody. It's not heritage. It's not where you come from. It's not your family lineage. It's not your tribe. It's not your nation that determines whether you are born again. It is your faith. The point here is that God was under no obligation to work through Hagar or through her son, Ishmael, who, by the way, again, was a son of Abraham. As a matter of fact, Abraham had other kids too. But there was only one who was the child of promise. But not all of the seed of Israel was counted for the promise. This applies to natural Israel, national Israel. Okay, I may have misspoke, but both of them are correct. It's natural Israel and national Israel. Just because you are descended biologically from Abraham, that does not make you children of the promise. Galatians 4:28 says, now we brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise. This includes Jew and Gentile. Anyone who accepts Jesus as the Christ, as the Messiah. Everyone who follows him is a child of the promise, whether they be Jew or Gentile. You are my brother.